Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and these are cases that have leaked to me out of China thanks to Sonny Dixon, and these are for the 2019 iPhone. So each one of these is for the next size version of the 2019 iPhone. So the iPhone 11 or whatever it will be called is here. So we'll set this aside and see how it compares to the actual current versions and see if there's any differences other than that square cutout here. The next one is for the 6.1 inch or the next version of the 10R that we have here. And then the next version of the Max. So the 11 Max, or again, whatever they decide to call it. So we have all three sizes, so let's see how they actually compare. And I can tell you right now that the middle one actually seems like it's a little thicker, just like the current 10R is. Now, if you're wondering how Apple could already have the final designs and then case manufacturers have those as well, that's because the tooling is already ready to prepare for millions of iPhones that will release in September. Now, if we take a look at the design around all of the different cameras, you can see there is that square with rounded corners. And this is what we've seen in a lot of the different leaks. Now, with the iPhone 11 case, you can see it fits very nicely on the XS, with the exception of where the cameras are. Of course, that's the new square with rounded corners that's supposedly going to accommodate for 3 lenses. Now, on the next version of the R or the 11R, we'll have a similar cutout for the camera, but apparently there will only be 2 lenses on the next version. So we have that, and then on the 11 Max, again, it fits very well with the exception of the camera cutout. All of the cases seem to fit the current versions without any wiggle room or anything like that, so I'm assuming the dimensions are exactly the same. If we take a look at the bottom, you can see the iPhone 11, the 11R, and the 11 Max. The cases match up perfectly to the current versions, including the speaker, the microphone, and the lightning port. But there are some differences when we take a look at where the power buttons are. On the iPhone 11 and 11 Max, they don't seem to line up perfectly. In fact, it's actually shifted down slightly on the case as compared to the current versions. You can see this on the other side of the phone as well. When we take a look at where the volume buttons are and where the silent switch is, they're not lined up perfectly either when it comes to the 11 or 11 Max. So they don't really match up to the current version, so there may be some changes there as far as the switch is concerned, like we've seen in some of the rumors. Now, when we look at the front, there's not really any extra material hanging off or anything like that. So it seems like these are the actual dimensions with the exceptions of where the volume button placement is and the power button placement on the 11 and 11 Max. And that's pretty much all there is to say about the 2019 iPhones until Apple shows them in September, assuming they keep with their tradition of announcing them every September. We don't know what the final camera design is actually going to look like or what the internal specs will be like and their actual capabilities, but this is a pretty good indication of what the next iPhone should look like. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think you'll enjoy the design? I kind of just want to see what they look like in person before I determine that myself. But let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.